Hello friends, welcome back to Mudstack. In today's session, we'll see how we can explore Postman. So Postman is like kind of a part of a developer life. Okay, so everywhere you see, whenever you want to trigger something, we'll go to this REST client and trigger URLs. So there are a lot of things we can do in the Postman itself. Okay, it's a huge topic, but few of them we'll try to see which are really useful. Like we'll see how we can write the test cases over here. Okay, so if you guys are not aware of it, we can write test cases JavaScript code here, and that will get triggered after your URL returns the response. Okay, so let's see. So let's say I have a URL. Let me open my. So I'm running, simple hello app in the cloud app. Okay, so let me trigger that and let's see the response. So let me go to the, trigger this and I'm getting a response. Okay. Now let's say I want to check this response, whether my URL is reachable or not, or what status code is returning, what body it's returning, if I want to test it. Okay, so what I can do, so go to test section here, and there are already ready-made snippets available. Okay, and this is a JavaScript script. Okay, so I have simple created one, which is, let's go down. So what I'm doing is status code 200. If you put the cursor over here and set this, so you'll get automatically that code. Okay. Now, if you wanted to check response body, okay, here you can go ahead and say response body. So here in the response body, you can say that what response you have. Let's say your hello world. So you can say that. Okay. So in the Postman response text, this will give you a text, and in place of the string, you can give your output. So now this guy will test you whether the response is containing this hello world or not. Okay, so this kind of test cases we can write it here. Okay, you can go for more complex, but this is the way we should add. Okay, so I have written one test case over here, and second test I have written here for body check. Okay, so let's run this and see. So first, let me run status code. So let me run one more time. Now here in this section, you can see the test results. Now see status code is 200, it's passed. So test case name I have given here, test code is 200, that is a test name. And once this will return a status that is passed. So for example, if I change from 200 to 201, so let's say I'm expecting 201 in this status code, okay? Let's change this to 201. But let's say my API returns 200. What happens? Now see here. So you could see that it failed and status is 201 as such an error. But we got 200. Okay. So this way you can confirm that whether your API is behaving in the way you are expecting. Okay. That testing we can do. One more thing we can try here, how we can create variables. So we can create collection level variables here. We can create environment level variables here. So we can create we can create environments. We can create collection over here. And let me show you collection level. We can go ahead here, and you can create. Let's say you can say this URL, right? Let me say export this URL. Okay, set as variable. You can do that. And here you can set new variable. Here you can set the scope, whether you want to go for the collection level or environment. So if you go to collection level, here on this collection, we get 3. So I can say that this is my, I can say this, I can give a variable cloud underscore URL. So now you can see this is a parameterized now. Okay. So this way we can create a variable. So these are really important when you are passing your client ID and client secret. That time, let's say you don't want to expose your client ID and client secret, you can create variables. For example, client underscore ID here, and you are passing some value here. Now you don't want to expose this value, okay? Because if you keep it like this, it will be visible. Let's say you are demoing to your client. They don't allow that. Okay, that is like violating their security policy, right? So you can say here set variable and then set new variable, and you can say your name. You can give the name. Okay, so here you can say that your any point. That's good. Fine, understood. Right. Okay. And you can set the scope over here. You can set the global, you can set it, environmental, you can set it, and I'll see the collection levels. Okay. Now you can go to the collection now, and you can find there are two variables created. See, cloud URL and endpoint plan. So here, let's see your cloud URL is changed. You can come here and change that. And here, your if you have written some scripts here, test scripts or something, it will perfectly work. Now, let's say I have triggered one API and it gives me it's a token, and that token I'm using at multiple places. What I can do, I can store that in the variable also. Okay. So right now we are storing these static values. We can store the dynamic values during runtime. Somebody will send us. So let's say get us data token now. Okay. So I'm passing username and password. I get output. Okay, and in that output, if you see, not here. Let me just hold on. I was looking at the wrong request. I have written the code over here. So you can see that here. So I am triggering my endpoint platform account login where I'm passing my inside the body. You can see that I'm passing username and password. And this section, what I'm doing is from the response body, I'm getting that data, and from the data, I'm taking the access token, and this token I'm storing it in the environment variable. In the next API, here I'm using that token. You can see that this is the token. Okay. So now the downstream API calls will be using that token. Once the token is expired, we know that token will be available for 60 days. So why to generate again and again? We can keep in the environment variable and keep on using it. Okay. So we have seen how to create the variables for the static values, and how you can set the environment variables from the values which are coming during runtime. Okay, and then we can use those runtime values in the downstream API calls. We can see there we can export our collection. Okay, so there is option to export the collection also. You can see here we can export the collection, and then you can send this to your teammates or wherever you want to share. So these are the useful things we during your testing time, all this. Okay, so I think that's all from this session. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, share it with friends, subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.